He may be campaigning for re-election, but Joe Biden today was campaigning at the United Nations for something far different than 4 more years. The president today on a world stage speaking about world issues like climate change and global conflict, particularly the Russian invasion of Ukraine. Not in the audience on the east side of Manhattan today, the man who spearheaded the attacks on Ukraine, Vladimir Putin. Eyewitness News reporter NJ Burkett, live near the UN with what happened today at the UN. Newt?
That's right, Bill. No, Putin did not attend the Security Council, the General Assembly last year. He did not attend the General Assembly this year. No, not since the invasion of Ukraine. But he was condemned in his absence by the Ukrainian president and, of course, by President Biden.
President Biden came to the United Nations to urge world leaders to unite to face the crises of our time, from regional conflict to climate change and catastrophic weather events like the flooding in Libya.
These snapshots tell an urgent story of what awaits us if we fail to reduce our dependence on fossil fuels and begin to climate-proof the world.
Mr. Biden said competition with China must be managed, that a nuclear Iran must be prevented, and that Russia must be defeated in Ukraine.
We have to stand up to this naked aggression today and deter other would-be aggressors tomorrow. That's why the United States, together with our allies and partners around the world, will continue to stand with the brave people of Ukraine as they defend their sovereignty and territorial integrity and their freedom.
Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelenskyy was in the audience, but Russian leader Vladimir Putin was not. One of several world leaders to skip this year's General Assembly, along with the leaders of China, France, and the United Kingdom, who sent diplomats this year instead. In his own speech, Zelenskyy insisted the war must not end in a divided Ukraine.
Ukraine is doing everything to ensure that after Russian aggression, no one in the world will dare to attack any nation. Weaponization must be restrained. War crimes must be punished.
Outside the United Nations, demonstrators took to the streets by the thousands, many to protest human rights abuses by the government of Iran. The Iranian president was scheduled to speak late this afternoon.
We're here to send a message that he does not represent the Iranian people. On the other hand, he is a criminal that should be prosecuted and held accountable for crimes against humanity and genocide.
And now the live picture inside the General Assembly. As expected, Iranian President Ebrahim Raisi taking the podium this afternoon. He's railing against capitalism and American imperialism. The speech coming on the heels of that historic prisoner swap. As for President Zelenskyy of Ukraine, he told world leaders here today that he would present a peace plan for Ukraine at the Security Council here tomorrow.